Voice. If you've ever watched your ElevenLabs credits disappear just from hitting preview one too many times, this video is for you. Voice is a desktop AI voice studio that lets you script, cast, generate, and master unlimited audio, with zero per character billing, running 100% locally on your machine. Today I'm covering exactly what it costs, giving you a full step-by-step demo, and telling you honestly whether this actually replaces ElevenLabs, or if that's just marketing talk. Here's the problem Voice is solving. Most AI voice tools live in the cloud and charge you per character, which means every retake, every typo fix, every "let me just hear how this sounds" costs you money. Voice flips that. It's a complete voice production studio, script editor, voice casting, a multi-track timeline, and mastering tools, all in one downloadable app, and because it runs locally, generation is unlimited for a flat price. This is built for podcasters, audiobook authors, YouTube creators, e-learning course builders, and game devs who need dialogue. Basically anyone producing voice content regularly enough that per character pricing starts to hurt. It is not for someone who just needs to generate one 10-second clip a month. For that, a free cloud tool's free tier is honestly fine. Voice is for volume and iteration. First, the good news. There's a 7-day free trial and no credit card is required to start. After that, Voice has 2 flat rate tiers, no character meters at all. The subscriber plan is $29 a month, or $192 billed annually. That works out to about $16 a month. It gets you unlimited generation, 100 plus voices, voice cloning, the multi-track editor, and mastering tools. If you need Voice's most advanced engine, Voice Pro runs $49 monthly or $264 annually, roughly $22 a month, and that unlocks their Omni model with 646 languages and text-to-voice design, basically describing a voice and having it built from scratch. There's also a pay-as-you-go option for people who just need occasional exports, starting around $5 per credit. Full pricing is at voice.so/pricing, I'll drop it below. Let's actually use this thing. The top nav is dead simple: Home, Projects, Listen, Voices, Tutorials. Notice the banner up top too. 7 days left in your free trial, with Subscribe and Go Pro sitting right there. No hunting for a pricing page, it's baked into the workspace. I click into Projects, hit New Project, and it drops me straight into a blank script, no template gallery, no setup wizard. Just a script called Script 1, ready to type into. I'm pasting in our sample script. You can see it live tags each line with a colored speaker label as you write, and there's a running character counter at the bottom of the panel. That counter matters because it's tied to how billing works on the pay-as-you-go side. Under Speakers, I assign each tag to an actual voice. There are a lot of options here. You can click the play button beside each voice first to choose the right one for your script. There's also a recent row, so once you've used a voice, it's one click away next time instead of researching the library. Before generating, it's worth opening this voice settings panel, because this is where Voice quietly gives you a lot of control. Fast is the default, English only, CPU-based engine, good for quick drafts. Expressive adds emotional range in English. Multilingual, Legacy, covers 23 languages. And Omni, which is a pro-tier model, covers 646 languages and needs a approximately 1.3 gigabytes download. There's also a voice speed slider, defaulted to 1.00x, adjustable from 0.5x to 2x. I'm sticking with fast for this demo since it's just English. Now I hit Generate Audio. Unlike some tools that chop your script into a dozen separate clips, Voice renders the whole script as one combined clip on the dialogue track. You can see the full waveform appear at once. From here I can trim, adjust volume, or add background media using Add Media, right below the track. Once I'm happy, Export is sitting right there in the top right corner. This is the part that genuinely surprised me. From blank script to a finished, exportable file took me under a minute, and I never left this one screen. One more tab worth showing before we move on: Listen. This is a separate mode from Projects, and it's built for a different job, turning a single piece of writing into audio with one voice, fast. You get 3 ways in: text, file, or URL. I'll paste in a quick paragraph here. Notice it supports markdown formatting, and there's a Strip MD toggle at the bottom if you're pasting in something like a blog post with bold text or headers you don't want read aloud literally. Down here you pick a single voice. Right now it's set to Commander Steel, and there's its own speed slider, separate from the one in projects. Once the text's in, hit generate bottom right. I actually really like that Voice split this out. If you just need to turn one article into a podcast-style read, you don't have to deal with speaker tags or a timeline at all. Listen is basically the no setup mode, while Projects is the full production studio. On speed, generating a approximately 150-word paragraph took roughly 15 to 30 seconds on the standard local model, which felt fast for something running entirely on device with no cloud round trip. Switching to the Omni engine for higher fidelity added a few extra seconds, which makes sense since it leans harder on the GPU. I did run into one minor hiccup. The voice library took a beat to fully load on first launch after an update, maybe 3 to 4 seconds of a blank panel. Nothing that broke my workflow, but worth knowing. No crashes, no failed exports during testing. For a tool with this much packed into it, script editor, casting, timeline, mastering, Voice stays surprisingly approachable. A total beginner could get their first generated clip in about 5 minutes, mostly because the templates remove the blank page problem. There are also short built-in tutorial videos, like a 2-minute Welcome to Voice walkthrough, right inside the app. The multi-track timeline and mastering panel have a slightly steeper curve if you've never touched audio editing before, but the defaults are good enough that you don't have to touch them at all if you don't want to. Pros. First, the flat rate unlimited pricing genuinely changes how you work. No anxiety about hitting preview too many times. Second, editing one line only re-renders that line, which saves real time on longer scripts. Third, it's a full production studio, not just a TTS box. The built-in mastering and export presets are a real-time saver. Fourth, everything runs 100% locally, so your scripts never touch someone else's server, a genuine differentiator for anyone working with sensitive or unreleased material. Cons. Omni, the top-tier model, needs a compatible GPU, so lower-spec laptops may be stuck on the standard engine. Second, it's desktop only right now, no mobile or web app, so you can't generate on the go. Third, the upfront commitment is a subscription rather than true pay ones, though the pay-as-you-go credits help if you only need occasional exports. My final verdict: if you're a podcaster, YouTube creator, or audiobook author who's tired of watching a character meter every time you fix a sentence, Voice is one of the strongest ElevenLabs alternatives I've tested, mostly because the flat price, unlimited iteration model actually matches how creative work really happens. Messy, with lots of retakes. It's not flawless. The GPU requirement for Omni and desktop-only availability are real limitations, but the core value proposition holds up. I'm giving Voice a 4.4 out of 5. Strong recommendation, especially since the 7-day free trial needs no credit card, so there's zero risk in testing it yourself first. Thanks for watching this Voice review. Please like, subscribe, and comment below, and don't forget to check out this video here, which YouTube thinks may be a good fit for you.